Hi, it's Megan. I have, on more than one occasion, I know, mentioned that I've gotten really into Korean beauty products, specifically Korean skincare. I'm a skincare nut, junkie, addict, always have been. It's always been like a huge thing I loved, passion. And I think my skin's benefited from it. I just tried a Korean brand or two and then tried another and then tried another. And I've noticed a lot of people commenting in videos recently that I have this glow, that my skin looks better. I think my skin looks better. So I'm still experimenting with products and don't have a list of favorites. I actually like all the ones I'm going to discuss in the video right now. Otherwise I wouldn't put them in the video, but I don't have my like ultimate to die must-have list for this video yet. This is a 10-step Korean skincare routine, and so there is actually a routine that is recommended or used in Korea, to my understanding, and it varies. Some say 10 steps, some say 12, some say 15. So mine, I put 10, sort of 12 plus steps, and you can kind of adapt it as you see fit. But like I said, I really like all the products I'm using, but I don't have my final list of, oh my gosh, you absolutely must have these products. And I've actually just ordered some new products and we'll be testing those out too. And part of it with skincare, as I'm sure you can assume, it takes a little bit longer to test out skincare than it does to test out a lot of other things, because some things I have an immediate reaction to, but if it's immediate, it's usually negative. And then other things, it takes a while. Okay, so the theory behind the 10-step, 12-step, 15-step Korean skincare routine is that you really need to take care of all the needs of your skin. So first you've got to clean it completely. So there's a 2 cleanse step. And then you've got to put back all sorts of essences targeted at your specific needs and also at repairing the skin. Then you need to lock that in, and then you need to do supplemental stuff, including skin care or sun care, which is actually sort of supplemental. I put that as a plus extra step, but I think everyone should really consider it an absolute must step. I wish I'd taken better care of my skin sun-wise with sunscreen from a much earlier age, and I nag my kids about that. But I just think that this process makes a noticeable difference in my skin, and my skin was already pretty good. And it's also, the Korean products aren't that expensive. I've had my issues with price points. So there's like, you know, the low end, the mid end, the high end. So More Pacific is high end Korean and very reputable brand, amazing products, but it's super pricey. But they do have a line, IOP, which I just got a couple of products for under $20 each, buying direct from Korea. So I've done a lot of eBay buying direct from Korea, and I can recommend some sellers, but remember, these sellers have 10,000, 100,000 plus reviews. These are people who actually like run stores from Korea, that with 100 plus products. And then I've done some from Mimi Box, which has pricing all over the place, honestly. Some of it's really reasonable, some of it I don't agree with the pricing. And then some other sites, and I'm not going to name the site, but I've seen one site where some of their products are marked up 4 times what I can find it for in Singapore and Korea. They just unfortunately don't export. So buyer beware on the price points of the Korean products. But as far as Korea is concerned, my brother actually worked in Korea for 5 years. My ex-stepmother was Korean. My dad's worked in Korea. Got a lot of experience with kind of Korean companies since my brother worked for one and whatever. They tend to mimic the Japanese companies more than the Chinese, in that they are very advanced science-wise, technologically, very quality conscious, very ethical. Some of these products have like no bad things, parabens and all that other stuff, which I really appreciate. And I've read, I don't know if it's true, that Korean beauty products are about, specifically skincare, about 25 years more advanced than American products. And I'm definitely not qualified to make a statement on that front, but I definitely do believe that this 10-step process is better than anything I personally have used here in the United States. So how does it work? So first, you start out with step 1, which is, you can call it either makeup removal or cleanse 1. And so the theory behind this, and I've got a couple of cleansers I'm just going to hold up, is that you want to get all the makeup, all the stuff that's on your face totally off. And I had never thought about this before, but I've tried the oils, and I've actually been using a Shu Uemura oil, but I'm not going to use it here right now. I'm not going to show it to you. And I've been using these kind of, they're cream, or some of them are called pudding based cleansers, and I have to say I don't even need a makeup remover. They really do strip the makeup off, but they're cream based, so they're not stripping like the oil out of your face. They leave my face feeling really soft, but they get rid of all that icky gunk on your face. And I've always been obsessed with removing makeup and just getting it off before bed. It's like been one of my holy grail things I must do every night. And I really, really like these cleansers. So this is one that I got in Koreatown, which is all in Korean, and I will never be able to find it again. But this is one of the cream ones. And so I don't know if you can see it, but it's really, they call it a massage cream. A massage cream means, translated very roughly from Korean, face wash. And then there's one that's super kind of everywhere, and it's a very good product. So there's a reason why it's super everywhere, is the Vanilla Clean It Zero. And this one is a pudding, and it's an excellent product. I have nothing bad to say about it, but if you see it, solid. Pudding is actually a good way of describing it. Now, what you're going to notice I'm doing, and it's awful, and I will not be doing it with any new products. Huge mistake I made early on as I started getting into the Korean skincare stuff, is that they all have this little plastic thing so you don't have to get your fingers and your germs into it. And these unfortunately are all products I've been using a little bit, and I did that already. Will not do it with new products. So you clean off all that, you put it on your face while your face is dry, you kind of massage in a circular motion, and then you wash it off with water, warm water, because it is oil based. Then you do cleanse 2. So this is done with a gentle foaming cleanser, which removes whatever's left over, which is essentially the dirt from your skin and your environment. Some people skip the oil-based step in the morning. I have really dry skin, and I don't. The theory is that in the morning your skin is clean because you took all that stuff off at night. I actually like the step, and since I do have dry skin, I think it works great. For people who have oilier skin, my theory, some people's theory, a lot of people's theory is that what gets your skin sometimes to overproduce oil is not having enough moisture in your skin as well, and it just overreacts. So my theory behind oily skin, and the advice I've always given my friends and whatever else, is that you have to cleanse off everything. You have to slough some of the skin off that's trapping the oils, and then you put the moisture back in. So I personally think most everyone can use the oil-based cleaner twice a day, but you don't have to if you've got oilier skin. Then I'm using right now a Dedong Family Fruits Foam Cleansing Cream. I was using a Tony Moly egg white wash, which I think the egg white washes are better for the cleanse 2 step, but my skin just, the past couple days, it just got really like dry here, and I've had to put extra moisture in, so I just like the idea that this one has a little bit more cream in it. But you're basically using, not that the other one's drying me out, I just wanted to try it. Honestly, I just wanted to try it. That's the real reason I started using it. You do the foam thing, again, circular motions. It's kind of cool actually to do the 2-step cleaning process, I think, and then you just wash that off. Next comes exfoliate, and this is something you do twice a week. In Korea, my understanding, and I'm not a Korean, is that some Korean women do it twice a month. I personally like exfoliating, but I'm really gentle with it. I feel like getting that kind of gentle motion and sloughing off the top layer a little bit just gently is a good thing. So I would say do it twice a week. Many people in Korea will not do that. I've been using Be The Skin Non-Stimulus Face Polisher. And so this is a very gentle face polisher. Comes like this. I don't like the way this is. It's a very gentle face polisher, and that's kind of the trick. You don't want to really scrub at your face. I don't like ones that are super grainy. I like ones that have really finely milled grains. And then again, you just circular motion. You don't want to damage your skin or scratch it. You just want to very gently get rid of whatever dead skin, I mean it's all dead, whatever top skin cells are kind of flaking off or trapping things underneath. And number 4, step 4. So this is the toning or the refreshing stage, and a lot of these products go by either the name toner or refresher, and this I've never done much of in the United States. but it's considered an essential step in Korea. So what they're supposed to be doing is removing pollutants and cleanser residue, and then they're restoring your skin's pH balance. Then they soothe and prepare your skin to absorb the essence, moisturizer, and serums that follow. And I've read that Korean toners tend to be gentler. You can apply them with a cotton ball or with your fingers. Honestly, I've been doing it with my fingers. I think it's really easy to do. So, this is the one I've been using. It's a Missha Chobiyang toner. It's essential for fermented skincare with Oriental herbal medicine. So fermented products are huge in Korean skincare, along with ginseng. This one has some ginseng. When they say Oriental herbal medicine, that very often means ginseng. And this one does smell a little bit like ginseng. This one I like, it has a pump. I kind of do almost a full way down. So you're not touching the product, which with liquids, I don't like to touch them because it's kind of gross. This one you just pump out and it just is not watery. Some of the other toners that I've tried have been a lot more watery, but this is the one I've been using and I absolutely love it. And Missha very often has these great sales where they charge 40% off their website. Then essence. So the essence is often considered, they say, the most important step in Korean skincare. And this can also be called emulsion and other names. And the popular SK2 facial treatment essence, that's super well known, but Missha and Secret Key have some really great versions that are Korean that cost a fraction of the price. And they, what I liked about, what did I write down? The Secret Key, 90% yeast extract, so it's a higher percentage of yeast extract than the SK2, and it's also free of the seven deadlies, I don't know. Paraben, mineral oil, alcohol, animal oil, color, spice, and benzophenone. It helps with wrinkling and whitening, and I did some research on the whitening products, and I learned that there are a couple chemicals that get called whiteners. We don't have to go into that in great detail, but essentially a lot of these products are in American products too. When you see anything that's discoloring, clarifying, fading spots, any of that will have a lot of the same ingredients, and almost never will you find one, I would say never, but I never say never, where you find one that will actually have a big damaging whitening effect on your face. I have not noticed my skin getting whiter, but I haven't been using these products for very long. What I've been using the Missha. And so it comes in a bottle like this. And you can use, again, a cotton ball, or you can just use your fingers. I actually use my fingers. Even though it's super watery, it feels like water going on, but honestly, I can see a difference in my face since I started using it. So I've been using this one, and then the one I was just reading that has the highest, the 90% yeast extract, is the Secret Key version. And this one costs a little bit less than this one. This is a sample size, but I've actually ordered a full size as well because I liked it. And these I've seen make a huge difference in my own skin personally. Then comes, oh my gosh, then comes the ampoule or the serum. So these are the boosters. A lot of the Korean ones aren't like the general do everything serum or booster or whatever. And they will have a specific function. Collagen is supposed to be anti-aging and help the collagen of your skin, which helps elasticity. Vitamin C, there'll be like things to clarify, green tea kind of things to kind of even out the balance. Supplemental, anti-wrinkle, a lot of snail-related stuff. Obviously, the snail mucus is in tons and tons and tons of the Korean products, which is supposed to repair and do anti-aging stuff. I've been using a couple. I've been using this hologram, which I got in a Mimi box, and I like. And this looks like this. And you can actually layer these. I had always thought that too much is too much on your skin. So when I saw 10 steps, 12 products, 10, whatever, I was like, I don't know about that. But it actually is working on my skin. I don't layer a lot of these on. Once in a while, I'll do two. I've done a Shugamura one. I've been doing this Snake 10 from It's Skin. I have a couple of others. What else do I have? I don't know. I have a couple of others. I just kind of rotate between them. And I haven't thus far, sadly, been super loyal to any one yet, but that's only because I've been trying to learn the different products. Some of them are marine extracts. But the way I look at it now is this. I think once a month you just put nothing on your face at night when you go to sleep and just leave it like that. And There we have it. So one thing I just realized, okay, that's right, I was gonna say there's a Missha has one that's called Night Repair. It's very similar to the Estee Lauder version, has the same active ingredient. Okay, next comes eye cream, and I've been doing a Face Shop eye cream, the Smim Repair eye cream, to make me look less old. And it comes in, some of these come in these huge packages, and then you look inside and it's not actually that much. And this is just a really smooth, creamy eye cream, and so that's dotted on very gently around your eye. And these again also are very often targeted at specific needs. So a lot of them these days have been very snail mucus oriented, or green tea or herbal stuff, which is, like I said, usually ginseng. Then moisturizer. They have amazing gel kind of moisturizers. So this is one, it's a lighter one. This is an IOP Essential Moisture Relief Cream. This one is the same company that does a more Pacific, and this is like a smooth, I don't know if you can see it, I caught another swatch on me. It's just like a smooth, soft gel that soaks into your skin. I found out that lotions very often have like mineral oil or other things which are really actually quite bad for your skin and can dry them out. So I have stopped using lotions. That is for the daytime, and the moisturizer is supposed to a lot of them have extra things that they do, whether it's anti-aging or whatever, but they're supposed to lock in the hydration and lock in all the other stuff that you already put on so that it's better able to absorb into your skin and actually be more effective. At night, you can also use, this is step 9, you can use a night cream. So eye cream was 7, moisturizer was 8. At night, you can use a night cream. I've been using this, I've been using actually a bunch, but I've been using the Face Shop, this Escargot Gold Cream, but I've actually been using a number of creams, just depending. I've been varying, but I put that in here just to show you one. And this one actually has gold in it, but I got it on sale. And so this one is one of the snail mucus ones. It's a little bit more moisturizing than a day cream, although this one's a little bit less because it's a gel than some others, which are really cream-based. But it's still more moisturizing than the other one I showed you for the daytime. You can also, instead of doing this one night, although some people say do it plus, but I don't agree. You can use one of these kind of night masks, and there are tons of night masks. This is just one that I have. And this one is a mango one, which is supposed to help with moisture hydration. These are super heavy and gloppy, and they just kind of sit on top of your face, but by the morning, they really soak in. And when I've tried these, my face in the morning is like so ridiculously perfect. It's almost scary, but they are kind of gross and gloppy when you put them on. And so you're trying to plump your face, you're putting moisture in, and I think that it actually does work. It actually does make your face glow more. It does make it look prettier and all that crazy stuff. Sheet masks. So I've just got a bunch of them here. So these sheet masks, honey, avocado, pomegranate, they all have different shea butter. So some of them are nutrition, firming, brightening, glowing. These you put on actually before your moisturizer, and I put this as step 10. Some people put this earlier before the moisturizer. These you, but I did it because it's a twice a week thing. These you use twice a week, and by leaving them on for about 15 minutes, they just sit right on top of your face. It's like a sheet of either like a jelly thing or like a, not paper, but soakable cloth kind of thing that sits on your face, soaked in whatever ingredient you've picked for 15 minutes. And then it's supposed to basically get trapped into your skin and soak in a lot better than if you put it on your face, and then it can potentially evaporate. So these you use twice a week, and your skin is supposed to get whatever result the specific sheet is giving you, but a lot of them are also very hydrating. Sunscreen I already talked about. Every day that I have step 11, so that's kind of not really a step, but could be a step. Step 12, BB or CC cream. So this again is not always an official one. I found that the Korean BB creams tend to have slightly higher coverage, more coverage than a lot of the BB creams here. So you can use foundation, CC cream, whatever, but it just gives you a more polished look. And a lot of the Korean ones also have, they're not just like makeup, they have some kind of other thing thrown in, whether it's the snail mucus or, you know, all these other things, ginseng or herbs, or that actually are also restorative and protective. A lot of them have sunscreen. Then I had as optional mists. They say to maintain dewiness and reactivate the products you're using, a mist twice a day helps. I don't do that. I've read a whole bunch of other blogs. Some people do it, some people don't. I don't, but if you want to get a better, reactivate all the stuff and get a better result, you could try it. I did try it a couple times. I just kept forgetting. Maintenance facials, they consider an ongoing spa visit a regular part of your skincare routine. And then there's one other product I want to mention. This is also Dadong, but there are a bunch of other products that do it. And this is another type of exfoliator, and this is called a peeling gel. And these kind of freak me out a little bit. I actually had one a long time ago that peeled on my feet. So you put them on, and then you can feel it like soaks in, and then you start rubbing very, very gently like this. And it starts sloughing off the top layer of skin. I tried this one on my wrist before I was willing to put it on my face, and I would recommend doing that with any of them because it kind of freaks me out that you're like peeling the skin off your face. But this one is so gentle. I almost can't tell that the skin is being peeled off, but you would use this instead of a regular exfoliator, and it works beautifully, I have to say. Very, very gentle. The other product that you could add, and I have been playing around with, is when you do the moisturizer, you can also help seal your face with a little bit of oil. A lot of them are argan oil based, but the Korean ones, I mean. But I actually like that extra moisture. I think part of it's that we're having kind of harsher weather than normal in Southern California. It's a lot cooler, so my skin's not used to that. We've had this super hot year, and all of a sudden it's like this dry and cool weather. And having that little extra oil a couple nights a week, I like, and it does kind of hold the moisture in a little bit better. But I think that's kind of an optional thing to throw into the routine. So I didn't list it as one of the must-have steps. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this, and I will do other videos and we'll do recommendations on like my favorite Korean skincare products when I finally come up with like a list of the ones that are must-have to die for. And I'm also thinking of putting together a box that people can get of like a 10-step or a 12-step skincare routine that's kind of more general, that would work with all skin types. So if you think that's a good idea or have suggestions for products for something like that, I would love that feedback because it is work to do it, but I'm just thinking it's such a great kind of thing. Why not put together kind of a curated box of the products that I really like at an affordable price, of course. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to shut up now. Happy holidays. Please subscribe on YouTube and try Korean skincare.